This is the TAF Hub, a show brought to you by TAF Africa Global to educate you on real estate matters, to mentor you and inspire you.
After 48 years of working and also traveling all over the world, I am ready to share my experience with you, especially those young ones who follow me for inspiration.
I fear that tribalism may rear its ugly head in the Gambia. I fear that tribalism may rear its ugly head in the Gambia as if it's a pretty, beautiful model and the norm in the Gambia. I fear that tribalism is unholy. For those of you who are Muslims, it says Surah 49, verse 13, O men and women, behold, I create you out of a male and a female. I put you into nations and tribes so that we may come to know each other. Tribalism, ladies and gentlemen, it is unholy, and I've never known Gambians to be tribalists. Let us not let our recent history make us tribalists. We are one Gambia, and I already told you, if we are one in the whole world, we are one in the Gambia.
I was trained, raised, and made a name in the Gambia. So I think it is time to give back to the Gambia. So what we're doing now is part of our strategy on corporate social responsibility, where we give back to our country. So in giving back to our country, we're looking out and extending a soft landing to the hundreds of thousands of Gambians who are willing to come back home but are finding it difficult to be here. I am connected on LinkedIn with about 16,000 followers, and you will be surprised with the number of young kids that keep sending me mails on LinkedIn, on emails, asking for advice, asking for guidance to come back home. So through this,
you have succeeded beyond our expectations. I think we Gambians, especially the business sector, we should look up to you. I'm a businessman myself. But I think the secret behind your success is courage, confidence, self-belief. This is what we need as Gambians. We congratulate you for your efforts and commitment and dedication to get to this level. Mr. Mustafa Njai.
here for a momentous occasion, the groundbreaking ceremony of 20,000 affordable housing project in River State. This project stands as one of his signature projects. As we commence this project, it is crucial to highlight the tremendous benefits it will bring to the people of River State. Provision of adequate and affordable housing is a fundamental necessity, and this project will help fulfill the dreams of many families, creating a sense of security and pride in their own homes. We are ensuring that young people have the chance to build a successful future right here in River State. We are creating a brighter future for the good people of River State and setting a groundbreaking example for affordable housing projects in Nigeria and across the African continent.
I want to thank the MD of TAF Global Africa, who didn't have any fear, so I'm happy that he has that confidence in this government. Let it also be my own commitment. This facility, once it commences and gets to the stage of allotment, it will go to those rightful people. And not one big man to allocate to his own family. So that the needed people will access it and benefit from it. So let me thank every one of you that have come today to be part of this history. It is important to be part of history, and moreover, positive history. The history we are making today is history of assurance that we stand with our people, we will continue to protect our people, we will continue to provide for our people. Let me, on this note, invite our leaders, the MD of TAF Global Africa, for the groundbreaking so that our people will know that we are serious. Thank you, and may God bless everyone.
Once again say this program they can start as the headline for the event when the speaker and chief launcher has a possibility than the vice president of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Dr. Mohamed Julia Jallo don't reach.
Thank you, God, for in Jesus' name we pray. Our chairman for this program was born 60 years ago, and he spent half of that time in public service.
If we sit down begin for take 2 months for what did not happen yesterday, then we go waste time for the tomorrow. And the tomorrow, not today, not the day when the president will refer to.
On behalf of my community of Jolube, welcome TAF, because now a project where indeed can change the lives of the people of the community. Indeed, as you see, Jolube is one place where we always know say it gets tourist potential. We know so this project we don't come part of it will again help for revamp tourism sector at this part of the country.
I stand here in representation of the Sierra Leone Institute of Architects. As a professional body, we are honored to be part and parcel of this groundbreaking occasion. And we are happy that what was a dream 2 years ago, because we've been in contact with the developer right from the start of this initiative, has eventually translated into a reality.
So I stand here this morning on behalf of the President, the entire Council and entire membership of the Sierra Leone Institution of Engineers for say thank you, beaucoup thank you, and appreciation for the government of Sierra Leone and in partnership with TAF Salon Limited for this invitation for can witness the launch of this landmark project.
We at the Sierra Leone Commercial Bank would like to extend our warmest welcome to TAF Africa for choosing our country to expand your housing construction business and in the process to share and develop expertise within this space.
Me there on behalf of the Parliament of Sierra Leone for give a message, and this is the very first time as a country from me experience where they experience a project like this where they really come down to the people of Sierra Leone.
We don't say look outside Freetown and see if we can begin create micro cities in the western area, particularly the peninsula, and that is what we are doing. So we are looking for developers, serious developers, not to like a local one there. Where they can then take the land, then after 4 or 5 years, or they don't pull through runs and they see come out at the Ministry of Lands, then they go begin sell. And then they happen again.
We have had 34 years experience in delivering such projects. We are registered in 8 African countries. Now Sierra Leone is the 9th one. And we have a vision to deliver 1 million affordable homes across Sub Saharan Africa. And I think the way to do that so that those at the bottom of the pyramid can have access to it is to probably do carcasses. Housing is not cheap anywhere in the world. What it means that we will build the structure, demarcate the land, and then sell it as it is, so it becomes affordable.
Today, I here for represent His Excellency the President for can officially launch this 5,000 affordable homes project. If we now all turn over yonder, we now go see some of the sample of the quality housing we don't begin build. We decide for launch the project, we don't start for build, so that the people away they can here, including the journalists them, they go able to show Sierra Leoneans the way they na salon, and way they na the diaspora, the kind quality housing the way they are. So that thing where President been talk, now we they can do so. Then call this place TAF Micro City. But me, I believe say, then for call and TAF Cold City.
Thank you to the Ministry of Land, Housing and Country Planning, and also to the community of John Obey. Our thanks also goes to the entire TAF Salon team for working so hard to make today happen. To our customers who have already embarked on this journey with us, you made a great choice in choosing us, and we look forward to seeing you through to handover of your homes. To our potential customers listening and watching, I say to you, take the first step today and watch us carry you towards your dreams. We at TAF Salon are willing, capable, and ready to deliver. Our slogan is simple. Our experience is global. Our focus is Africa.
But this day is very special to me. Why the day is very special? It is the new Gambia. And in the new Gambia, business cannot continue as usual, or else it will defeat the purpose of the new Gambia. You said you have retired, but I think you are not tired. I was a little bit skeptical when I heard that you have moved to Nigeria. I think I told you this one. I was a little bit worried whether you can succeed in Nigeria. Why? Looking at the size of Nigeria, the level of Nigeria, the capacity, the wealth. Mustafa Njai from Gambia. Whether you will succeed. You have given me hope that the new Gambia will succeed. One thing is very important. We have to change the mindset. We have to get that self-belief. We have to believe that the ultimate responsibility of developing this country is with the Gambian people. And it is time, I said this in Dakar, Gambians diaspora, you all have the liberty to come home. I am here to assure you that we are ready to create a different environment, a friendly environment for that matter. We are here to give you all the support as Gambians. Ladies and gentlemen, let me begin by welcoming you to the 3rd edition of the TAF Africa Global event here in the Gambia. I take this opportunity to pay tribute to Mr. Mustafa Njai, a distinguished Gambian businessman, for this innovative and strategic program. I also avail myself this opportunity to once again congratulate Mr. Njai for his recent award. You made us, all of us, proud Gambians. This 3rd edition is special in many ways, given that it is taking place under a democratic governance in the new Gambia we all gallantly helped to install. We now have an investment-friendly environment backed by rule of law and incentives for potential investors. Following 22 years of mismanagement by the former regime, the country is now faced with huge challenges, as well as great opportunities for foreign direct investments. This is in line with the theme of this important event, opportunities and challenges in the new Gambia. It also agrees with the declaration call we made on Gambians, especially those living in the diaspora, to come home and explore the possibilities of investing in the country. This forum indeed very encouraging, given the impressive turnout of well-known Gambians and stakeholders from various backgrounds. It clearly underscores the desire and commitment of all of you to fully participate in the development of this great nation we all call home. Chairperson, ladies and gentlemen, the country's blueprint, the National Development Plan 2018-2021, has been validated. The goal of the plan is to deliver good governance and accountability, social cohesion, national reconciliation, and a revitalized economy for the well-being of all Gambians. To realize these goals, all Gambians and development partners will have to join efforts to ensure the successful implementation of the plan. This is why forums like this are critical for networking. Madam Chairperson, ladies and gentlemen, the provision of a platform for the youth, the physically challenged, and the civil society group in this event creates a strong pillar for everyone to participate in nation building. It is an opportunity to inspire young people and create awareness on the possibilities of financing skills development, and job creation in addressing the Bagwe syndrome. I commend you for this initiative because the objective of my administration in national development is to leave no one behind. We all have a stake in the development of this nation. Most of you have achieved a lot in your life, and I am greatly encouraged by your presence here today, which is a show of our commitment and the desire to contribute to national development of the Gambia. Looking at the list of speakers at this forum, consisting of only Gambian intellectuals and high achievers, indicates how much the country has lost over the years, its great human capital.
And in this session, we'll be talking about delivering on the new Gambia, rising to the policy and implementation challenges.
We're fortunate to have our colleague Mr. Federa from the government of the Gambia. In the speech of His Excellency the President, he did mention about the new National Development Plan, which is the blueprint that is supposed to usher in the new Gambia. And I think it would be very good to have that as our backdrop so that we can put context into the interventions from my colleagues here.
And the new National Development Plan is for the period 2018 to 2021. And actually it builds upon earlier initiatives that were underway before the change in government last year, that is trying to prepare a new national development plan to succeed the program for accelerated growth and employment. And before the change in government, there were certain interactions, certain consultations. A lot of work was done at the technical level. There was a draft that was never validated. But with the change in government, it was felt that certain key issues that need to be a part of the plan were really absent. And these include issues relating to governance, strengthening governance, issues relating to human rights. These were really, really very weak in the draft. And a consensus was reached that instead of discarding everything and trying to reinvent the wheel, that as a government we build upon some of the technical processes that have been underway, the consultations, like a common country assessment was done in collaboration with the UN system in country, which went for the first time to the district level in the country to consult citizens on a wide range of development issues across the board.
Part of the problem I see in the African experience is that we always turn to authority positions and look at them as leaders. That's not what leadership is. Authority is formal power. And as an American political scientist Robert Dahl defined this in 1956, power is the ability of A to make B do what B would not ordinarily want to do. Whereas leadership is about influence and getting people to come along towards a direction.
You take a container from Guangzhou in China, thousands of kilometers, to come to Banjul, you may pay $2,000 or just over $2,000. Try to take a container from Banjul to Abidjan, you'll pay $4,000 or $5,000 by the time you clear it from the port. Is that an incentive? I say no. So the challenge is this forum. And I say thank you to Mr. Njai and thank you 3 times. Because this kind of forum is where we should begin to think whether we need a railway between Banjul and Lagos, whether we need a shipping company. Because what you have is Mark shipping lines. You have the French Bolloré managing our ports, and we still think that we can develop.
So we need new solutions, we need new ideas, we need to think outside the box. So again, I was listening and I was wondering, okay, to governance, economic management, agriculture, private sector development, gender, I was like, okay, maybe he will narrow down and say our priorities are these two priorities because of A, B, and C. We want to discuss and with the youth so that, you know, and we are thinking we can solve these problems because through A, B, and C, including the youth. I didn't hear that. So already I'm skeptical. Already I'm skeptical about the blueprint. And you talked about consultations. So again, I'm saying, who was consulted? When was it put in place? I do understand there was a think tank. Was this a product of the think tank? How was the think tank engaged? And who was in the think tank? And again, countries like Rwanda, they made it an effort. Whatever they bring out, they bring their experts, they sit down, you know, like you did, you wrote down your paper, then you take it out there. No feelings attached to that document.
So thank you so much for introducing us to your plan. I think a lot of us are skeptic about the plan is because it's the first time we're actually hearing a plan exist. I think to remove some of the skepticism is also being transparent in the process of how you got here. And I think for us to see who was involved, what the steps were, kind of, even if you are using the same steps or idea to were here before, knowing how you got here, I think that would help take away some of that skepticism. And another thing is, where can we get our hands on this plan? When is this going to be available to the public for review? You mentioned something in February, but it wasn't really clear exactly what that was. And I want to say to TAF, I think this is a great event. We appreciate it. But you guys are up here talking about the diaspora and youth, but you don't have any youth up there.
Yes.
I see that we do have a youth section where you have youth participants talking about youth, but I think it's important for us to be part of these conversations. I don't underestimate our intelligence, experience in speaking about these exact things.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching the TAF Hub. Until we come your way on our next episode, subscribe, like, and share.